So today I'm going to be discussing the strength of one of the most controversial characters when it comes to strength within this series, and that is our main boy Natsu. And I know some people, they say stuff like Natsu, he's the strongest person in Fairy Tail, he's the strongest Dragon Slayer, he's the strongest period. Like, there's a lot of people saying stuff about Natsu, but let's finally get into it. Now, when it comes to strength, Natsu, he definitely got a huge boost over the time skip. I mean, he came back like a beast after that 1 year time skip. He was melted in the ground like it was nothing. He was able to defeat opponents that was very strong in the past, and a lot of people, they're just thinking, dang, how strong can Natsu really get? Now today I'm gonna be talking about everything since the 1 year time skip up to now. Now, for starters, we know that Natsu, he defeated Blue Note, and there's a huge misconception that Blue Note was on par with Gildarts. The only reason how he was fighting equally with him was because Azuma, he was attacking the Fairy Tail tree, and that was making all the Fairy Tail wizards lose magic. It says Gildarts a Fairy Tail wizard, he was losing magic and he was losing strength. That's the only way how he was fighting on par with him. And then we even saw that once the tree was destroyed, Gildarts ended up one-shotting him. So Gildarts at full power is way stronger than Blue Note, but Blue Note still isn't a scrub. So I do think that because he beat Blue Note so easily, he is stronger than pre-time skip Gildarts. Now, we see even in the Avatar arc when he one-shotted the god, we don't know how to gauge the God of War's strength, to be honest, because that thing, we never really see anything like him. And one thing that we can say is that Urza, it was a little bit afraid of him, or at least she knew about him. She was like, oh snap, this is the god of the war. So I guess you can, that adds on to his strength a little bit, but we truly don't know how strong that thing is. Now, the next big thing that Natsu did, yes, Blaze Dragon King mode. Now this one is when it gets a little bit crazy, because with Natsu with Blaze Dragon King mode, it is rumored, or not even rumored, it's said that he could defeat Zeref. Zeref thinks that he could have defeated him, but there's a lot of people saying that he couldn't have. There's a lot of people saying that he could have. Me personally, I'm in the middle between that one, because sometimes I think, dang, Natsu was able to beat him, but now I'm starting to think, okay, maybe Zeref was just underestimating how strong the curse is. So I don't really know now. Me personally, I'm more on the side that I don't think that Natsu, he would have been able to defeat Zeref with Blaze Dragon King, like kill him with Blaze Dragon King mode, because I don't think it'll be that easy to get rid of the curse. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did have the power of the dead, I just don't know about that one. And then we've got to see a little bit of him and Gray going at it in the Avatar arc. They were at full power, of course. They were just fighting each other base power, and it looked to be even. So then that brought the question up, was Gray equal to Natsu? Was he on par with Natsu? A lot of people, they don't like to admit it, but they hate Gray. Like, I don't know why, but that's besides the point. And now, where we are right now, we saw that even for a little glimpse, we could see that Natsu, he was, when he got into a little scuffle with God Serena, he was able, this is kind of hard to gauge, because he was getting pushed back, but it was only like for a little bit, so we didn't really get to see Natsu on the offensive. But here's why I come and make my prediction on how strong Natsu is. Do I think Natsu is the strongest Dragon Slayer? No. People forget that Active Hoogie is the strongest Dragon Slayer, and me personally, I still think that God Serena is stronger than Natsu, because we seen with God Serena, even though he was pushed, even though it was just for a little bit, we saw that Natsu, he wasn't able to keep up with his Dragon Slayer magic. So that's one thing. Now, do I think that he's on par with Zeref? That's a maybe. Maybe when he gets his E and D power, he might be on par with Zeref, but I don't know for too sure. And another thing is that where is he compared to Gray? Now, Gray, me personally, I think that they are on par. Natsu and Gray, at this point, I do think that they are on par with each other. I don't think that Natsu's way ahead of Gray like everybody thinks, but yeah, that's one thing. Now, for the final thing in this video, where do I rank Natsu completely? Okay, like I said, since God Serena is dead, I do think he's the second strongest Dragon Slayer now. And with that being said, I do think that he is still weaker than Gildarts at this point, because Gildarts, he was able to one-shot God, or he was able to take out God Serena with ease. And with that being said, the whole Zeref thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he's stronger than Zeref. So overall, that's basically it for this Natsu video. How strong do you guys think Natsu is? Do you think he's top tier? I think he's definitely top tier. He might be able to, I think he'll be able to tangle with Zeref, but I don't know if he'll be able to beat him, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically it. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.